a former UFC champion, a Pride legend, and a future Hall of Famer. Quinton Rampage. Jackson has done it all, but he could have achieved much more if it weren't for the crushing losses you're about to witness. Quinton Rampage Jackson started his MMA career with back-to-back wins in 1999 and 2000 respectively, and those wins earned him a shot at the COTC Super Heavyweight title against Marvin Eastman, who kicked Rampage from the first bell.
Yeah, if it lands.
Yeah, see, this is where it's going to be a who's in better shape, because they're both starting to tire.
Those leg kicks are...
To the final one.
They're both high kicks.
Eastman even out-wrestled Rampage.
He's in trouble now.
And after 2 rounds, he was declared the winner. After losing his first career fight, Rampage made a grand comeback. But before we dive into that, please subscribe to our channel and turn on those notifications. After losing to Eastman, Rampage returned to the cage and beat 8 opponents in less than a year, and his impressive performances earned him a place in Pride, where he debuted against Kazushi Sakuraba, otherwise known as the Gracie Hunter, for his dominant wins over multiple members of the Gracie clan. Jackson knew he was up against a seriously tough opponent.
You're gonna have your chain in the ring?
Damn right, Sakuraba tapped out 4 Gracies, and I gotta have a chain with me, you know what I'm saying?
Sticking to his guns, Sakuraba secured a takedown as soon as the fight started, and although Rampage turned the tables for a moment,
Sakuraba going, getting slammed there.
There we go, triangle.
the Japanese had the last laugh, finishing Jackson with a rear naked choke.
He got the choke, it's over. It's over, it's over! Kazushi Sakuraba has choked out the wild man.
Rampage bounced back from his loss with back-to-back wins, most notably against Yuki Ishikawa by knockout in under 2 minutes.
Whoa. Quinton might want to underhook. Oh, beautiful left hand! He's not.
With 2 wins on the bounce, Rampage was looking to build a strong resume in Pride until he faced Daijiro Matsui.
In the boxing stance. Oh, knee to the groin right away.
And just seconds into their fight, Jackson was disqualified because of an illegal groin shot. Rampage took another tough loss, but instead of letting it mess with his confidence, he came.
It's over! It's over!
Soon enough, legends like Igor Vovchanchin and Kevin Randleman also fell like a house of cards against this raging American storm, and thanks to his thudding victories, Rampage earned a spot in the 2003 Pride Middleweight Grand Prix. In the semi-final, Jackson battled UFC representative Chuck Liddell in what was a clash of absolute titans.
And I've never seen him in the stamina, in the shape that he is in now, right now. He is in the best shape of his life. This fight is going to be a
boss. Who wins the fight? Rampage! Yes, sir.
Rampage was on another level on the night as he blasted Liddell with big shots on the feet.
Chuck's been working on
Right up and got left.
Working him off here. You know, the thing about Chuck, and there's another solid right hook. He's definitely got him at least.
Before pounding his way to victory on the mat.
It's
over.
In the tournament final, Rampage battled prime Wanderlei Silva, who was on a 14-fight unbeaten run and was knocking people out left, right and center. It was another clash of legends, where Rampage drew first blood by taking Wanderlei down early and dominating him.
I think he's
the 2 feet.
I mean, obviously they got some adrenaline and some rest going
Has to
in.
watch out for an armbar because at the time that when he had.
But once Wanderlei got up, he unleashed the axe murderer on Rampage and brutally stopped the American.
Again with the knees. Quinton's in trouble here.
Quinton is definitely
He's definitely in trouble here. Oh, another
He's
solid.
got to get out these knees. Wanderlei smiling at him, and that is it.
That's the end of it right there.
The 2 legends fought again a year later, with the Pride middleweight title on the line. Jackson didn't waste time as he rushed in for a clinch right away, trying to avoid Silva's knockout punch. But Silva broke free fast and gave Jackson an early warning of the chaos that was coming.
Hey, nice combination.
And now Jackson unloading. Now we have a nice exchange. Nice knee. All right, here we go.
As the round went on, Silva's punches started coming harder and faster.
Wild right uppercut. Now Silva gets busy. Tie clinch and a couple of knees delivered. Now Jackson looking for a tie.
Jackson quickly took it to the mat, hoping to slow things down and get back some control.
Jackson's got it down. Beautifully done. And Jackson now in the close guard of Silva.
After nearly 4 minutes of ground action, they got back on their feet and Rampage started to swing the momentum in his favor.
Less than a minute. It's over. Can he capitalize now on the ground? My goodness, a nice right hand. 45 Jackson.
Round 2 was all-out war, with both fighters trading bombs like they had nothing to lose.
Fearing that, yes, this fight has turned around. He comes out flying, and now the strikes and now pulls him to the ropes. Yeah, it is. I think
After 13 minutes of pure violence, Silva closed the show by rocking Jackson with a vicious right hand and then unleashing a flurry of knees that left him hanging on the ropes.
Right hand, and he's stunned. He's yelling. There's a knee again. Reminiscent of the middleweight tournament. Oh, my God. Jackson.
A few months later, Rampage returned to winning ways with a split decision win against Murilo Rua to enter 2005 Pride Middleweight Grand Prix, where he faced Murilo's brother Mauricio Shogun Rua in the opening round. The fight was mostly a grind of long clinches.
Confidence will grow. He'll gain confidence. You got to take him out of the. Don't wait. Oh.
Tie clinch and the patented knees.
With Rua scoring a quick takedown that didn't lead to much.
Look right. He doesn't look himself. He's looking to the referee.
And there's a takedown
Mistake. They're trying so hard to not lose.
But in the end, it was those vicious knees in the clinch that sealed the deal, as Jackson had no answer and was sent packing.
Quentin, he's got a heart of a lion, will not go down, but this is not good. This is not good. Yeah, this is the end of the fight. Oh!
After his loss to Shogun, Jackson competed and won twice in Pride, before bagging his third consecutive win in a local promotion and signing with the UFC, where he made a stunning debut by knocking out Marvin Eastman in the second round. In only his second fight, Rampage secured a light heavyweight title fight against Chuck Liddell at UFC 71, and it took him less than 2 minutes to secure the title by a thunderous knockout. At UFC 75, Jackson added more gold to his resume when he beat Dan Henderson to unify his UFC light heavyweight title with Pride Middleweight Championship. 10 months later, Rampage returned to the cage to defend his belt against Forrest Griffin, and after 5 rounds of war, he lost by a unanimous decision. Once again, Rampage had to dig deep, and he did so by knocking out Wanderlei Silva in over 3 minutes of the first round.
And I want to prove everybody wrong. I heard about some fighters were talking smack, talking about, Wanderlei's in Rampage's head. He beat Rampage twice, you know. They don't know what type of person I am. I'm from the streets, you know. I don't get scared because what the guy beat me, you know what I'm saying? He didn't kill me. I'm still here.
Rampage next beat Keith Jardine to book his place in a light heavyweight title eliminator against Rashad Evans, who dominated Rampage to hand him his 8th career loss.
You know, it was a fight, and Rashad had an excellent game plan.
Although the Rashad loss was a big setback, Rampage bounced back with a couple of hard decision wins to earn his shot at light heavyweight champ Jon Jones, who said he had been watching him.
I feel like I know what I'm getting into with Quentin. I've been watching his 40-something fights every day. I mean, his DVD is in my laptop constantly, and while he's playing video games, I'm watching him. So hopefully I can show that I don't get hit a lot for a reason, and hopefully we can keep it going. Jackson didn't care one bit about how prepared Jones was, as he was sure he'd put him to sleep with a knockout.
He's watching me. He's watching my training. He's watching everything. I'm fully confident in this fight. I don't care what he's watching. You know what I'm saying? He can keep watching, but on the 24th, he's going to be watching the lights from on his back.
Heading into the fight, Rampage was being counted out by many, but it wasn't something new for him.
That motivates me. I was counted out when I was facing Chuck Liddell in the UFC and Wanderlei Silva, and those are the type of things that makes me train harder and rise to the occasion.
At UFC 135, Jones proved why everyone was betting on him as he dominated Rampage for 3 rounds before choking him out in the 4th. Rampage was extremely disappointed with his performance.
I really didn't do my game plan the way I wanted to, and I'm in great shape. It's almost like I didn't trust my cardio, but I knew I was in great shape, and not the times I let go on him, the times I let go and he evaded me and stuff like that, and it really discouraged me a little bit.
It was another tough loss for Rampage, but he wasn't too worried as he'd bounced back plenty of times before. What he didn't expect, though, was just how tough his next opponent, Ryan Bader, would be.
It seems like you have some frustration when it comes to constantly facing wrestlers. Is that true? I mean, do you feel like you don't like being taken down? You like more of the stand-up war?
Well, it's like I don't care if people take me down and stuff like that. I really don't care that much. It's just the fact that I just want to put on a fighting fight, but it's still childish of me to say like, oh, you guys just want to take me down, you know what I'm saying? I like to stand up. I'm a wrestler myself. I used to take people down.
Although Jackson was a wrestler himself, Bader's credentials were clearly superior, and he used his strong wrestling skills to churn out a decision win, despite Rampage having his moments. Once again, Rampage was left heartbroken.
With the weight cut and stuff like that, I just felt like I couldn't put on the good show as I wanted to.
This was the first time Jackson had lost 2 fights in a row, but things were about to go from bad to worse. With back-to-back losses, Jackson's UFC career was now coming to a close, and Glover Teixeira was tasked to see him off.
Very motivational. I get to be a free man, you're right.
Free at last.
Free at last.
Like the doctor said, it was just MLK Jr. Day.
Yeah.
It's almost fitting.
Yeah, it's almost fitting.
Thank God Almighty.
Yeah.
While Rampage did his best to end his UFC career on a high, Teixeira landed the biggest shots of the fight and mixed in a few takedowns here and there to secure a clear-cut, unanimous decision win. After leaving the UFC, Rampage found new life in Bellator, racking up 5 straight wins in his first 3 years with the promotion, even winning the Bellator light heavyweight tournament by beating Muhammad Lawal through a controversial decision. The two eventually fought again in 2017, and this time around, things would be different. The main event fight at Bellator 175 was a 3-round one, and that was specifically before Rampage was done fighting lengthy battles and wanted more action.
He don't want no 5-round fight, because I'm down for whatever. If you want to do a 5-round fight, we can do a 5-round fight, but I know you ain't want that. Yeah. I know you ain't want that.
He right, I don't want no 5-round fight. I ain't gonna lie. Y'all know I like to keep it real.
Even in their first fight, Rampage was hunting for a knockout, but when he couldn't get it done, he was the one who called for a rematch.
That's the only reason why I was disappointed, because I wanted to knock him out. I thought he was going to sleep. And that's the only reason why I asked for a rematch. He's right, though. Normally, people don't ask for a rematch if they thought they won. You know what I'm saying? In my head, yeah, I wanted a damn knockout. And so I wasn't pleased with my performance. That's all I could hear. All I could hear in my head was GSP. You know what I'm saying? I'm not impressed with your performance. That's all I could hear in my head, because he wasn't.
On fight night, King Mo used his wrestling to take Rampage down and dominate him. And although Jackson had his moments, they weren't enough to secure him a win. Rampage's struggle against wrestlers continued in the quarterfinals of the Bellator Heavyweight Grand Prix, where he faced Chael Sonnen.
I don't know, man. Rampage at 205 is a tall order. Rampage at 250, I would guess he is. It's a tough night out.
Despite his struggle against wrestling heavy fighters, Rampage was confident of not only winning this fight, but the entire tournament.
I think after I get past Chael, because I'm not stopping, I'm winning this tournament. I think the other fights.
On fight night, Jackson couldn't live up to the talk as Chael dominated him everywhere, both standing and on the ground, to punch his ticket to the semi-finals. With the tournament behind him, Rampage crossed paths with an old rival, Wanderlei Silva, and managed to win by TKO, but it was clear that the spark wasn't the same. The wear and tear showed against Silva, and it became painfully clear when he faced Fedor Emelianenko.
There's not going to be a loser. There's not going to be a loser. No matter who get their hand raised, there's not going to be a loser. Because when two legends get in there and do what they love and put on the show, the fans win. So.
Rampage couldn't deliver in what turned out to be his final MMA bout. He was knocked out in the first round and soon after, and called it a career. It was the end of a legendary run, though one can't help but wonder how much greater it could have been without the stumbles along the way. That's the brutal truth about losses. They chip away at your confidence and slowly drag you down. And now, another UFC fighter finds himself in the same sinking boat. If he doesn't rebuild soon, he might be finished for good. If you want to know who, watch our video on Sean O'Malley.